God forgive me. Which one might be better? I don't want to pick a do. I don't want to pick. What's going on, everybody on YouTube? It's Tony Tornado, and it's Amantha with her Spark. Yay! The Mountain Dew Spark, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
And Callie. She's like, hey, look at me, I'm the star. You are the star, Callie. You are. You're the real star. People just don't know it. So, ladies and gentlemen, me, Tony Tornado, as you guys know, have done many different versions of Mountain Dew, all the different flavors we've collected over the years, but I have never once, Tony Tornado, have never once done a comparison of two flavors. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see right there, that is the Game Fuel Raspberry Lemonade Zero that came out earlier 2020. If you're watching this video in the future, 2020 of January, with the Charged Watermelon Shock, those two Game Fuel Zeros came out. And the Mountain Dew Spark, which of course obviously just came out at the recording of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, interesting thing with these bottles. As you could probably already tell from the thumbnail, let me show you a little something here. Okay? Both these said Dews, like I said, raspberry lemonade flavor. As we wait for my camera to focus. There it goes. Oh my goodness, there we go. Raspberry lemonade gamey fuel. And the Spark. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to the all Dew Nation, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna tell you, the most recent time that I had both of those Dews, I had a Spark yesterday. I had a Spark yesterday. So I'm very familiar how it tastes, but we're gonna have another bottle here just so I can compare it. And I haven't had this Game Fuel since, I wanna say, about February. I've had the Watermelon Shock, the Charged Watermelon Shock Game Fuel many times, but the Charged Raspberry Lemonade I've only had a few times. So, Mantha, I'm actually really excited about this because I have never done a comparison of two very similar flavors. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and taste test these for you right now while Mantha go ahead and film my reaction like so. Now there you go, Mantha. You know how to do it. You already know. You got the cameras. Now, let me ask you a question. Is this good lighting here? Do we have good lighting right here? Because I want to be buying all this delicious Spark, which is available only at Speedway gas stations, ladies and gentlemen.
The lighting's as good as we can get it, I guess.
Can you see me pretty good?
Yeah.
Cowie! I might come a little closer to you, though. It depends. Cowie, you always want to be in the shot, don't you? Look at that. She's like, I am the star. Callie, you're the star. I said that earlier. People just don't know it yet. People just don't know Callie's the star, right, Mantha?
Yes.
Okay, the question is, like I said, I had the Spark yesterday. That's the most recent time I had the Spark. And the Charged Raspberry Lemonade. This is going to be interesting. Raspberry lemonade flavors in both. So we're going to try something a little different here. Let me see, actually, if I move a little closer, Mantha, is the lighting a little better?
No, it's worse.
It's worse? Okay. What about here? Better? Better?
I think so. I don't know.
So, what I'm going to do with this is going to be a little different, okay? So I think what we're going to do with these two flavors is we are going to try a little bit of each, and then we're going to compare. Mantha, come a little closer.
Alright.
There we go. Crack that open. Oh, I love when those cans kick open. Not for you, Cowies. No, she just smells it. She likes the smell. Good Callie. Okay, ready, Mantha?
Yeah.
So obviously I gave the Spark a 10. If you guys haven't seen in the video where I reviewed the Spark. Oh my God, I love these things. Man, I was still smiling drinking it yesterday. That is so good. Hold on. Okay, So what I want to do with this is I want to, now that I got a good taste of what that tastes like, the spark, and then we're going to review, we're going to say which one, God forgive me, which one might be better. I don't want to pick a do. I don't want to pick, but I want to compare the flavors. I want to compare the flavors. Okay, hold on. That's interesting. That's interesting. See, that's why I wanted to do this, because that's interesting. That's something different. Hold on. That, wow. Okay, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Even Callie's picking up something. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Callie, you want to be in this, don't you? Callie's. Keep in mind, this is a zero game fuel. Charged raspberry lemonade game fuel. Now what's really interesting about this is, I do not believe that these said dews right here, Mantha, are the same flavor, but they do taste very similar.
Yeah.
There's zero. These are very similar dews, very similar. Very similar dews, but they are not by any means the same formula. Okay, let me, if there was a way to compare this, is this why I'm doing this a couple times to make sure. Callie, you were all in this video, aren't you? She just wants to be the star. You want to be the star, huh? The star, Callie. Let me ask you a question, Mantha. Do you remember this game fuel's taste?
Sort of.
Sort of? I know it's been probably a while since you had it. Let me do this again. Okay, so I got a good whiff that time. The game fuel is definitely charged. It's definitely different. It's not the same as the regular dew. Different formulas, very different. But this, and it's funny, this is a zero. This does taste very similar. I would say that it's different. It's very different formula, but this is a zero version, but it's not the same. Okay. So the game fuel is a very light version. The spark is definitely the spark is okay. So if I was to say something, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because I don't want to pick a do, but everybody always wants me to pick, Mantha. Everybody always wants me to pick a do. What's your favorite do? That is the most constant asked question on Instagram. What's my favorite do? It's so hard. And what I always tell people is Supernova, that came out in the very old 2008, 2009 contest. I loved Supernova. I still remember that like it was yesterday. And I always loved Livewire. Like I loved Do SA. Like there's so many different flavors I've loved for different things. I love the Dark Berry that came out for the Dark Knight movie. Oh, so many memories. And like, I'm gonna have to say that if I was to pick a do, the Spark, hands down. Spark, hands down. But the thing is, this is not a bad game fuel at all. This is not a bad game fuel. I do love this game. I do like this game fuel. And I will say this, I do prefer the watermelon shock more. I do, but this is still very good. This charged raspberry lemonade. Let me try that one. Yeah, and see that's what I'm tasting so much is the spark. The spark is oh man, this is two different formulas. This is so hard for me. It's so hard for me. Oh, God, I love all dew. Like I have never had a dew that I did not like. And that's the honest truth, guys. I would tell you. As much as it would hurt me to say it, I would tell you. But the game fuel is definitely not as good as Spark. I think that Spark is an absolute win. Okay, there we go again with that, and then see, the Spark just has so much more taste. The Spark has so much more taste. It's like I said before, this is the only raspberry lemonade anything I've ever had in my life that you don't have that aftertaste. You ever have lemonade and it tastes like it's just strange? Mm-hmm. But this is fantastic. I will always back Spark as a perfect 10 for a 2020 flavor. Ever since we tried it, and the game fuel is still not bad at all. But if I was to give honest numbers, I'm going to say the Spark is a 10, and the game fuel, Mantha down here, the game fuel is a solid 7. I would say that. I would say that it's a solid 7. It's not a terrible game fuel by any means, and I do think it's a start to something amazing. I do think the game fuel zeros are a good step in the right direction. With that, I do love the charged watermelon shock. I think that flavor is phenomenal. That is definitely a flavor that needs to stick around. But they do taste similar, but they're different flavors. So for all the dew fans, right, who think that these two flavors here are the same, I want you to all go get them and test it for yourself, because think again, these flavors are not the exact same. These are not the exact same dews, but nonetheless, they are both very amazing dews, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I would rate the Spark a solid 10, and I would rate the Game Fuel Charged Raspberry Lemonade a solid 7. Very good game fuels. I do like the Watermelon Shock better, but this is still a great game fuel. Just like the Spark. The Spark, solid 10, Mantha. I think we would both agree. Solid 10 on the Spark. That's what you said last time, right?
Yes.
For your review?
Yes.
Yeah, and we review every flavor as it comes out, ladies and gentlemen, and the Spark is a solid 10. I'm really impressed with the flavors that have come out, especially, I want to say, like late to mid 2019 into 2020. The Game Fuel Zeros that came out earlier. The Frostbite. Oh my goodness, Mantha loves Frostbite. Mantha, that is Mantha's, right, Mantha? Yay!
Yeah.
That's your favorite flavor.
Yes.
And now we have the Spark, and we have the Charged Raspberry Lemonade Game Fuel, along with the Watermelon Game Fuel that came out earlier this year, both of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this was a good comparison. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Like I said, if you want, I want some Dew fans to do this myself. I want you guys to do it. I want you to compare flavors if you guys ever get the chance. Because, man, they are something else. They're both really good. But I'm still saying the Spark is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. Spark is the winner. Make sure you pick up Spark at your local Speedway gas stations, ladies and gentlemen, while they're gone. Before they're gone, I should say. There's only a few months they're going to be out. And everyone is craving them like crazy. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and all the social media links down below. We opened up a Discord, so you guys are more than welcome to join the Discord. Right, Mantha?
Yes, yes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Tony Tornado. And I love my subscribers!